Hi YouTube. We are busy unboxing the Spitfire because somebody thinks we're going to build this Spitfire. Now, I was hoping to not build a Tamiya Spitfire and build a ICM Spitfire instead, but well, are you insistent? Are you ever insistent? Yeah, somebody's insistent. So I guess we were going to look at this Spitfire, aren't we? You going to talk to them about the Spitfire?
It's a Spitfire that bang. It's a big. It's a bang mine.
Hold it down a little bit so they can see it. Yep. Is that a Revell snap tight that you got for being a good modeler? Yeah. Did you put that together with Daddy? Yep. And did you break the landing gear off it and lose it? So it doesn't have any landing gear anymore.
Is the fins not me the wheel sometimes?
Mm-hmm. Did you break the propeller off this morning? Maybe. Is it this one that's still kind of a little bit loose because the glue hasn't dried? Oh, you shouldn't play with it yet until the glue is like set completely, okay? You want that to be a good strong joint there. So Daddy fixed it with some Tamiya extra then. So we're going to put this over here a little out of reach until it gets nice and hard, okay? Yes, see, it's out of reach. Can't quite reach it. So this is
a win.
So I would call this an unboxing. It's not a review because I'm not qualified to review probably, but I will tell you what I think of it. So this is a Spitfire Supermarine Mk1. Or I guess it's a Supermarine Spitfire Mk1.
Is it the one or not? Is it easy?
It looks like it's exactly the same one, buddy. It's got the same bubble on the canopy. It's got the same color scheme as yours, and it's got the same exhausts on it. So I'm pretty sure yours is a Mk1 too. I'll have to go look up the numbers on it and see if the numbers are authentic or not. The box, of course, comes with important information about this kit, such as you should use care with it, and adult modelers should be the only ones using paint. I guess we have opened up the first bag of sprues already.
Want to do his part.
Okay, well, let's look at them and tell the people on the camera all about these sprues. Let me zoom in a little bit so they can see it better. Okay, so this is the first sprue. You're zoomed in a little bit closer. It is, of course, recessed lines because these are our Tamiya kits. They're very, very nice. Good detail. No flash. Oh, there's maybe the slightest hint of flash on the landing gear. I went looking for it because on my last Tamiya kit, it's there. I wouldn't call it flash though. It's more like there's barely a molding line you'll have to scrape off. Quite frankly, a lot of the molding lines you don't even have to scrape off on these things, so they're really good. The pilot has no holes in him. Ejector marks. Of course, there's no ejector marks on the front because if it was ejector marks on the front, that wouldn't be a Tamiya kit. There are some ejector marks on the interior of the fuselage, but nothing anywhere you would see. Ooh. You won't be able to see them in the final model. There are some ejector marks right here at the bottom in the interior, but the plate of the the floor goes right there, and so that you won't see those. So that's the first sprue. It does come in the bag with the clear parts. I'm not going to unbag these because I don't want them to get scratched. Daddy is reviewing this. You want to help review? We're not reviewing it. We're just talking to people on the internet about this kit. But it looks pretty good. I can't see any problems in the clear at all. Which again, Tamiya unboxing should be completely uneventful. I believe that it is. You want to open this one for me? Why don't you open that one while we look at some of the instructions. This is the painting guide. Looks like there's a mix of painting on this. They've got some mixes here. I think we'll probably not paint the outside of this in Tamiya. We'll probably paint the outside of this in Vallejo because I've got Vallejo RAF colors on order. I didn't buy the RAF pack, but I just bought the colors because the pack is a little more expensive. We'll see if I get if that was a good idea or a bad idea, because I found out from Chris, I think last night or here recently, that they've got some new Tamiya paints, and the RAF pack that he got had the new paints in it. Model Air paints, new formulation that seems to spray better for them. But we'll see when mine get here if they're the new formulation or the old formulation. I bought the separate paints because it's actually cheaper than buying them in the box, because they give you some other stuff that you don't need. How are you doing on that bag? You doing okay?
Yes.
You're going to get it open soon?
This one.
Okay. Tamiya instructions are Tamiya instructions.
Look, here's one. Look, here's... Look. Hey, look.
Look. Oh, did you break the toothpick? Yes, you broke the toothpick.
And loose.
Why don't you just use your fingers instead of a toothpick? Okay. There's a marking sheet in here for number 6010 Squadron, a bunch of color call-outs in Tamiya, and another one here. So what's the insert for? Are these for different, or is this? Oh, this just looks like it's a one-to-one sheet. Okay, this is a one-to-one sheet for painting the camo. That's what this is, as opposed to call-outs for the decals and that kind of thing.
Look.
Typical, exactly the same as the last Tamiya kit I have, probably the same as every other Tamiya kit for an airplane. Very good instructions. Put your interior together, paint stuff, put the exterior together. There's of course some stuff you skip. You don't put the antenna on here. You probably don't put that gun sight in yet. Oh, did you pop the propeller off? Let's keep that separate, okay? Looks like my son helped me remove the propeller from the sprue. Let's see here. Radiator covers, hatches, grills, assembling that. They don't have the tire rubber, the new Tamiya rubber color tires. I do have that on order. So I want to try and use that. I did not see, I hope they've got an instrument decal panel, because I was scared of the instrument decal panel, but on the last one, it worked out really nice. So I was hoping that they would have one on this one. It looks like they do not, which is a shame. So I will be painting the instrument panel on this guy. And the decal does exceed my painting skills. But practice is good. So that's the instructions. Generally, like all the Tamiya instructions, they're in about the order you would do it. You, of course, don't put the landing gear on before you put the body of the plane together, because you need to check, make sure it all goes good. Yeah, look at that. Okay, let's look at the sprue, guys. Sorry, this is a 5-year-old organization. We're looking at things. There is a little bit of molding issue right in here. It's not, I wouldn't know if I call it an issue. It's where the plastic gets injected in the mold. It leaves a little bit of a line, a couple spots on these wing surfaces because they're kind of big.
Look, and it's not bulking.
There's one on it. It almost looks like a scratch, but I don't think it is. It's pretty good. The exhausts are kind of bland.
That one got
I don't know. Maybe we'll have to do something about that.
That one got the hole there.
Yep. Of course, your ejector pins are on the back, and well, that's the sprues. So this kit's the Supermarine Spitfire Mk1. It has 2 sprues of plastic and 1 sprue of glass. It has 2 sets of decals. Let me see if I can get them apart. They're stapled together, which is kind of scary. And the reason for that is because there's a set of whites and then a set of decals. I'll show you that. And good instructions. So there's your whites. You put those down first, and then your Randalls and all your other stuff you put over the top of that, and it helps keep keep them true to color. And they look pretty good. So let me zoom in really, really tight here. And show you you can tell, you can read the decals. Not a big surprise. The bigger question with these will be in assembly, of course. If they're too thick, they come apart. They got, you know, any of the typical Tamiya issues. So we will see when we put it together. Not sure why my camera clicked, but anyway, I guess it's still recording. Sorry about that. I thought for a second there we cut out. And that is the Supermarine Spitfire Mk1 kit from Tamiya. It is on my bench to work on. I think it will probably not be my next kit despite being unboxed. I am planning on working on an X-Wing. I've got some other kits in the process of coming as well. So we'll probably be seeing one of those instead here shortly. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.